Hey guys, it's Susanna here. I'm back with part 2, the second week of the prompt, which is the wreath, a Christmas wreath or a winter wreath. This was probably more a wintry scene, even though it does lend itself to Christmas as well. And this one, I just got this beautiful fabric. It was a panel. I'll show you the panel, and I'm probably going to use some of the bits and pieces from it as well. Also, here's my book that I've done, and I'm going to take a leaf out of Corinne's book by Treasured Memories by Corinne. I linked her in, I think, this video as well, where she's doing, the pull out thing like that. I'm just going to be doing the same, and I'm going to make it into a bunting and using my book like a little fold just to hold it, because I just think it's so beautiful and you put all the work into it. I may even stitch your backing onto it and all that kind of stuff, and just sew through here so that they will fold back into it, because I think it is a great idea. We put all that work into it, and used the book that I've got for it, which is around here somewhere, as something that I can just, still have the spine and everything like that, and I'm just going to make a closure and have that as something that will hold it. So anyway, I had this panel. I went to my sister's and she's given me a few bits of extra pieces for Christmas. So it had that. It's just so pretty. If you do a poinsettia theme, I can have that one. I just cut it all out. I was actually initially thinking of making a wreath and like having something like that in the middle, and then doing something similar to what Sarah was doing, and just, like even doing little tied bits of fabric. I thought that would be really nice. And I just love this fabric. I love that green and all that kind of stuff. So that's where I've got those from. And that was sort of like one panel that had hope, and there's hope, love, peace and joy. And what I want to do is, because it's going to be a bunting for the next one, I'll probably do something an even amount and put the hope, love, peace and joy all along there. I got this fabric from my sister as well, and I thought when we do Santa's, I can hear my cat clawing on something. Puss! Yeah, they do, and scratch, because she's mainly an indoor cat. I think I need to get her claws cut. She just claws on the furniture. Yeah, my friend's doing it too, and she used this one as the reindeer one. I love that, and this. So there's quite a few gorgeous little Santas, and here's a snowman, because I'm sure we'll do a snowman, because that's definitely a winter theme. Yeah, so I'll just have to pick. I quite like that too. Joy is helping someone find their smiles, isn't that cute? So it's definitely worth, like if you're in Australia, go to Spotlight and they will have these panels, and it's definitely worth buying this sort of stuff, because it just makes it so much quicker. I mean, I'm still going to put a fair bit of work into it. There was a panel that I got. I think I'm using this. I'm going to use this in my woodland quilt for like acorns or pine cones, and I thought, and this one was in there, so I thought I'll take that out. And I've got this really cute fabric, which is some of the stuff, if you watch Corinne's channel, she had, this is Art to Heart, and it had this. I gave this other one to my friend. I thought, well, they're probably going to do a nativity theme, and I mean, this is the snowman. I'm definitely probably going to use that one. That is just too cute. So I mean, that's really nice for a sewing theme and all that kind of stuff, but these two are sort of Christmassy. So I was thinking either the Jesus with a chicken on him, have the sheep, because where is it? A Saviour is born. So either have a sheep or we have the cow, chicken and the moggy, but I think the sheep, because I really do love this colour. So we're probably going to do that. Have the nose of the cow. So I will probably sew around that, you know, Saviour is born, joy to the world, blah blah. So if they do have a nativity scene or something with that, I'll probably use that. I think that is so cute. So and then definitely a snowman. So yeah, using these panels. So go through your old stash and have a look at some of the bits and pieces you got. So I've got, I wonder where all the other ones are. I did keep them. Joy, peace, here they are. So love, joy, peace. So they will be put in some of the others, and I'll scatter them along the way and have it with appropriate, because it's going to be a bunting. So what I have done, and you know, this is just a personal preference, I thought you got to sew these into the thing anyway, and yes, that means it's a bit of annoying, you know, that you got all this extra stuff. So I've just pinned it. I'm just sewing it directly into it. I sewed these on before because they were quite fiddly. There goes my cat again. And then I thought I'll just sew that down, and yeah, I'm going to just sew it straight directly onto there. So once it gets a bit fuller, it'll probably be a bit fiddly, but I'm just concentrating. So when you see my one, you'll be able to see all the little bits and pieces. So what I've done here is I've just gotten a bit of a square, and I've crimped it with the shears, what are they called? These things. Ooh, these crimping things. And I've just gathered it up because I found this in my stash of stuff, and I thought I like that idea, and it does work, but I just wanted something, I think that works a little better. And I had this little bell, so I want to stick that on there, but I've got this little bag of goodies. I've got more green buttons somewhere. It's probably a bit big. I used the smallest one. I do love that sound. So I'm going to stitch that on there, and I'm going to put, I wonder if that'll work. Yeah, I was going to do cream, 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 and because it's got a little bit of green, I mean the blue in there, I want to put some blue. It's got sports craft written on there, but maybe I can turn it around that way so it hasn't got anything written on there. But it's good when you've got similar colours. So I want to put those there like that. I wonder if that green's going to be clashing. I want something that's going to go on there. What do you think? Initially I was going to do that. I think that will probably make it tie in better. Yeah, I'll put that back in my green button stash. And that sort of ties in with that. It just seems like an odd colour combination to use, but it's got the blue here. This is sort of like a bluey green, and it's got the blue on the edge there. So that's what I'll be doing, and then I'm going to put these all down first. You could be smart, craft smart, and then I will go in with reds and all that kind of stuff and do French knots. But I'm going to cover quite a bit of it first because it's going to take a bit to do all those French knots. Found this little key somewhere, so what I will do, I do love that sound, is, I mean, I've got these as well, and they may work, but I do want to incorporate, I want to pull in the blue, and I mean, there's plenty of pages where I can use the extras. Okay, so unlike my other one, I've already started with this, so I'm going to be sewing that on. And I've got so many injuries on my fingers. Oh, just so sore. Got one right there and one like that. I was playing, it was the first time I played with the cat and it clawed me. And they're like little talons that bled like crazy. And then this one I think I might have sewing, but because they're right on the edge, they're really tender. There's me having a whinge. Okay, put these away and put that up there. Okay. Just going to sew that down. Maybe come through the bell and go down in the middle. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for doing, you know, doing your own bits and pieces, but I do have a channel and I need to do some of my own stuff. Some of my subbies want to, they're not all following this, and I need to do some of my own things. So okay, put that down there. You can see why you end up with holes in your jelly fingers. It's dangerous sewing. Okay, while I've got you and I'm just doing a bit of a sit and sewy thing, I was supposed to, like last year I said I was going to be going to France to do the textile tour, and I didn't get in, but I've managed to organise myself, and I am going on the textile tour with Lisa Maddock and another friend of mine which I met at the retreat. Hi Sherry, if you're watching. Not Sherry, keep calling her Sherry. Cherie. Sherry's my sister-in-law, that's why I do it. Yeah, so I met her at the retreat in Katoomba, and we were like, it's like we'd been friends forever. Some people you just click with. And she said, oh, you know, I want to go on the France tour, and sort of we agreed with each other that we were going to go. And when it came up all of a sudden, and I'm like, oh, okay, I've got to organise myself. So I am so glad that we are going, and I've got a friend to go with. I mean, I know Lisa, but she will be busy with lots of people, and yes, so I've got another friend I'm going with, so I'm pretty excited. My brother lives in England, so I'm going to France, and I'll probably go there for about 8 days, and so I'll be picking up some gorgeous French fabrics. I'm trying to say that fast. And some will be for me, but some I am buying so that I can share with you guys. So this is like a trip of a lifetime that I'm incorporating some stuff. I'd really love to go to the Louvre. That would be nice, me being the arty. I'd like to be able to see the Mona Lisa and some of the other classic artists. And then I'm going to take the train under the tunnel and go to London, and my brother lives in Southampton in Hampshire, in this little village near the sea, which sounds delightful. So I'll be nice and close to Jane Austen and probably Stonehenge, and so the beauty of that there is that I don't have to pay for accommodation, which is awesome, because accommodation in France is going to cost an arm and a leg. Thank goodness I'm sharing. Yeah, so there you go. I'm pretty happy about that. So that's in May. I'm going on the second tour. She has 2, because there's she takes 10 people at a time, and it'd be too much to take 20 in one go. Okay, actually I better do there. And that way I can just go over. None too exciting you watching me sew on buttons. This is the second time I've been fiddling with buttons. If you watch my channel and see Stitch sewing with Suze, did sewing with Suze, didn't do a scrap of sewing. Sorry guys, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, oh, come on, I want to get in the same hole. There we go. So there you go, some exciting news. I am, like I say, 10 months away, but I'm very excited, but there is a heck of a lot to organise. I'm such a newbie. That's why I'm going to go on a textile tour with other people that know what they're doing. And then when I go to England, I am going to go to a masterclass with Jessie Chorley. Oh, so cool. But well, you know, once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm never going to get there again. And I would have loved to have visited Anne Brooke, but she is like the opposite side of England to where my brother lives, which is rather annoying. So I might be able to see if we could arrange to meet somewhere in the middle, because I did the collaboration with her and I'd love to meet her. It would have been nice to do a class with her too. So, but that's how it goes sometimes. You never know. 10 months away. Might contact her, see what she says. Now, I quite like that it's got that little bit of browniness on it, so I'm going to keep it that way. There we go. And I think Lisa's like this time round, she's actually doing something in Italy, and I don't know, I'll have to see. I really would love to do it because it'll be a good opportunity to see Rachel, who I did the collaboration with as well. I'd love to be able to meet her. That would be nice, and I think it'd be nice for her to see some Aussie girls, because it would be a bit tough for her being in Italy and all her family and everything's here in Australia. Okay. So we'll have to see how we go. Now I'm going to put it up there. So I figured this is going to save me a little bit of time. So I'm sewing them in now, and see that's holding that panel down. So if it was just making a journal or whatever, I probably would not worry too much about it and, you know, do the panel and then sew it on. But because I want to turn it into a bunting, I need to have the flow of that they're all going to look good together, so that way if I've got the next one next to it, I can see how it's going to look. It's been so nice seeing what people are doing so far. I love the Facebook page. Okay, I think this might be 2 turtle doves, because they look like doves, even though there wasn't a 12 Days of Christmas theme in that fabric, but they look like 2 turtle doves. I love that. I love that little ring. Made the beautiful advent calendar last year, so it's really good getting a jump start on some stuff this year. It's 3. Usually like to wrap it around 3 times. Okay. So, well, we can just sit and yap and do a bit of turn the camera on. I used, I really hope I'm in camera. It's this variegated thread around here. I thought it would be really nice. So I stitched stem stitch around there to hold that down. And that I did this first and it didn't seem to work, so I went back down there and sort of did an attachment stitch. A little couple of crosses in there. It looks quite 3D, and then just did a backing stitch around the word. So I'll probably do the same to all of them when I get them. The joy piece, so the joy will have something in the middle. And how I did that is I got a bit of, this is baking paper, there's my little one, and I just traced it on there because it's see-through, and you trace it and then cut it out and then pinned it on the bit of paper that I needed. That's the way that you do it. I initially was going to use this, but I just thought no, it just doesn't pop like that does. So I'll go back down because we don't want to go there. There we go. So even though, you know, it almost feels like you're cheating, you're using something like this, with the amount of work that I've done on it, it's not cheating. It's just, why make life hard for yourself when you don't need to? You might as well. Got these beautiful panels, and might as well use them, because we've all got our little stash of Christmas stuff if you're a sewer or a crafty person that we've got laying around, and they're finally going to get used. That's what I like about these. You use all your little bits and pieces. So I was thinking too that I might even put one row of lace, or even just little bits of different variety of lace on the bottom. Normally I don't like that. If it was a book I wouldn't, because books sit up, but this is going to be a bunting, so I might put some beautiful lace. There goes my button. Come here. There. I may get all of it with this one thread, she says as it comes out. Yeah, craft smarter, not harder. So I thought if I put all this in there, I'm going to have less stuff to do, like as in French knots, because that's where the time will be. But French knots are fairly, you know, you can be fairly chilled doing them. I might do those ones in around here to hold that down, and then I'm probably just going to do those ones around there. I'll leave some of the centre ones because I'll be here to a month of Sundays, so don't want to be doing that now. Okay, can I do it, people? Can I do it? Last one. Okay. I'm hoping. We're all the same, aren't we? Rather than getting another thread. Done it again. Oh well, I really can't be bothered of correcting it. I'm going to move that out of the way. Might have a little bit less to sew on. Ugh. Come on. So, I hope you are going well. I have, the reason why I've done it this way is because I have started summing my first journal of stitchery journal together, and I'm like, oh, so much work doing all the stitching, and then you've got to stitch the whole thing in again. and then you got to put together. This is the part I really don't like, but I thought I've got to do it because I've been seeing all these finished beautiful books of Journal of Stitchery. I'll show you where I'm at. Okay, we managed to get it. Yay! That looks cute. Here we go. I've started. That goes in there like that. So I've sewn those in. Really just sort of do the edges. I've still got 2 more to sew in. And do all that. So I've started. Won't show you completely, but I'll do that when it's done. Now, it's annoying me the way it's sitting up like that, but don't be so pedantic, Susanna. Now, see, there we are. That's going to be sewn down with all these little French knots. Here's the last bit that I do. I might do the ones on the inside first, I think. And I've got all these really lovely, I've got this, that works really well, and I've got this reddy colour, and this is like a Steph Francis, it's linen. But I do have these colours, and I'm thinking some of this deep, no, I think that's too orangey. I'll have to put that there. It's too orangey. That's definite red, and you know, you might even be able to use some of that. That's from this. I might use that too. So that goes really well with all of it. I was wondering maybe I can do a second row with just the linen going around there, because it's just perfect colours. Got all the colours in there. It's got the green and even the lime green and the red, and I'll see how I go. It's always nice having another rung. So I think this is what I'm going to use. I think they work. So well, since I've got this, which is this one, little thread sitting there, I'll use that. Making sure I'm still in camera. Yep. Wonder if I zoom in a little bit. There we go. Aren't they beautiful? They're so pretty. It's going to look gorgeous. No, it doesn't matter that it's a little bit that, you know, sort of goes over the bit like that. I don't mind. Now, 20 something. Okay, well, I probably should finish. I'm just going to do some French knots and all that kind of stuff around it. So I could probably do, I think I might do some of these on the inside just to hold it down. I'm going to do a colonial knot. I might wrap it around twice. See how that looks. Yeah, that's good. And we'll just go around and around. I don't know why I prefer the colonial knot, I just do. Okay, that one. So, yeah, maybe here a while doing these. And yeah. But it'll be worth it, because this sort of thing, I think, it's like an heirloom, you know, because you drag it out every year, and it's going to be just beautiful. It'd be nice to see all the people's work. Might do another one there in the same colour. A couple. So beautiful. There. That might be the last one I get out of that, I think. 2. This is what you do when you get to the end. I don't think I'm going to get another one. I'd rather tie it off. So at least I did a couple. I did a couple with you guys. You know, I'm going to be quite busy doing some more by myself off camera. So there you go, guys. That's my Christmas wreath. It's definitely a Christmas one, this one. Barely see them. Probably can, but by the time I'm finished, I'll probably continue doing the inside. I might even just do a quick little stitch around them to hold them down. We'll see how the French knots go for now. Yeah, so that's it. And I think it works beautifully with my little guy. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video, which are probably a continuation of my vintage elegance. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.